Hey guys, this is Sam here with South Hills Lincoln. Today I want to talk to you about the 2022 Lincoln Aviator. Right now I'm sitting in a standard trim level. I want to go over the interior with you guys. I wanted to touch base on certain things like safety features and drive mode select that I haven't touched base on in interior walkthroughs on vehicles like the Corsair. So I'm really excited to go over those as well. Okay, so first off, we have a very interesting feature I haven't gone over yet. It's called Lincoln Drive Mode Select. It's a very sophisticated form of vehicle personalization nowadays, all at the turn of a dial next to the electric parking brake, which this vehicle has, where it says drive mode. You can change all sorts of settings under the hood to create a much more personalized driving experience. My favorite part about it is that there's a beautiful HD graphics display on the 12.3-inch configurable LCD instrument cluster, which is basically the screen behind the steering wheel. There's normal, which is comfortable and balanced driving. There's slippery, which people like to put on for, rain, sleet, cats, dogs. Deep conditions is one that works specifically when you're stuck in the snow or mud or sand. It delivers equal power to all four wheels so that you can get yourself right out. Excite is probably my favorite. It's their sport mode. What you get is sort of a growl and a feel of the engine, and then there's conserve, which maximizes gas efficiency. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this. The camera's at a really weird angle, so I'm not sure if I can even see this, but there's a button right here. If you press this, this is the cruise control. The vehicle comes standard with it. All of these lights on the sides, those aren't on when the cruise control's off. All you have to do is press this and then it goes away. But Lincoln did that so that you're not, bogged down by all those different lights. The Lincoln Aviator Standard comes with heated seats right there. It's perfect for those winter months when you feel like your butt is glued to the seat with with how cold it is. Now, there's also something else called the piano key shifter. This is a really interesting feature that is standard on every single Lincoln vehicle in 2022. But a lot of the time when I show this vehicle or any vehicles to customers, they're like, where's the gear shift? The gear shift, where typically you'd have it a little bit below, I guess Lincoln felt like it took a lot of space up, so they moved it all the way up here. And at the push of a button, you can go into drive, you can go into reverse, you can go into neutral. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but a lot of people think this is really cool. Everyone, literally everyone, upon first impression tells me, I might have to get used to this. In my opinion, it's definitely a good thing to have to get used to. There are also 2 USB ports in both rows. This one comes with one USB and one USB-C port, which is for the much newer devices. They have both of those in the front and they have both of them in the back as well. And that's all standard on this vehicle. For the Aviator Standard, Lincoln really upped their game on this, adding a 115-volt power outlet. This also has forward parking sensors. So when you're in reverse, there are 2 sensors right up here in the front of the vehicle. They'll sense if there is something right in front of you or getting close to the front, and they'll let you know. And you'll see right here, you'll see like a light. It'll be green or whatever color it is, depending on how close you are to it. It has rear parking sensors, something else which is this big bundle of safety features called Lincoln Copilot 360 1.5 Plus. That comes equipped with auto high beam headlamps, blind spot monitoring, and yes, this comes standard with blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, which is amazing. You know how you really have to stretch your neck when you're backing out of a parking spot in a busy, Costco or Walmart or rush hour or something like that? The vehicle will give you a signal and let you know if someone's coming from the left or right behind you from up to 45 feet away. That's the width of about 5 full parking spaces. At the tip of the turn signal switch right here, there's something called lane keeping assist. You'll see it on the instrument cluster. If you press that button, it'll turn on lane keeping assist. This really kicks in when you're driving a minimum of 40 miles an hour. This rear camera, by the way, it has a washer right here. You push this forward and then it'll wash it. This is something that a lot of people don't really seem to know about the Aviator. I didn't just want to talk about the interior. There were a couple exterior features that are standard on the Aviator which really pop, and I wanted to talk about those too. So this one button where it says 2X, if you hit the lock button and you hit that button twice, quickly, it'll turn on the vehicle. And that is remote start. To turn it off, you just press that 2X button, you just hit that once, and it turns the vehicle back off. This vehicle also comes standard with LED headlamps and active grille shutters. Something else that's really neat about the Aviator is the chrome quad dual exhaust. A lot of people look at vehicles like this and they're like, why doesn't this have the quad dual exhaust? Quad dual exhaust is a feature that you would find on Maseratis and Ferraris and stuff like that in, I think, the 60s or 70s. They started putting that on. Now they're finally putting it on SUVs like the Aviator, and people love it. You're also going to see that the liftgate is actually a power liftgate. For anybody who doesn't know where that one button is that opens it, it's under the second L in Lincoln. You'll actually see a little icon right here that shows a picture of the vehicle with the open tailgate under the tail lamps. But this has a power folding third row, whether no matter what trim it is. This third row, with the push of a button, can go down. It could either be the left or the right seat, or you can do both seats. You press this down, it turns both of them all the way down. Power, you don't have to hold it down or anything like that. And something else that's really cool is that once it's down, it can go back up. Vehicles I've seen that have that feature where you can press that button, it just might go down, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll come back up with that button too. I also wanted to go over something else that's special about this Aviator is the two different packages that it comes with. And this is a really popular thing with standards right now, because reserves, they're getting harder and harder to find, and with inventory, supply, commodities, they're very, very short right now. We kind of found a way around that, and we did this with the Corsair. What we did is we ordered a ton of Aviators that are standard, but they have certain packages that don't require as many chips as like the luxury package and stuff like that in the Reserve. A lot of the time when people get the Reserve, they're really kind of just looking for this stuff that you wouldn't have on the standard if you didn't get those packages. So these two packages are the Elements package, which is going to give you the heated steering wheel, heated second row seats, and heated wipers, which is really cool. And lastly, this one also comes with an option called the Premium package, which is going to give you a panoramic sunroof. It goes all the way back to the end of the second row, and then you're also going to get the same exact wheels, actually, as you'll see on the Reserve, which is the 20-inch aluminum wheels with the magnetic painted pockets. So that is the 2022 Aviator Standard. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you would want a Reserve, but you couldn't get it, would you get a Standard for a couple $1,000 less at least, with multiple packages on it that you would have those features on the Reserve? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Have you guys had the chance to drive an Aviator? If you haven't, give us a call at 724-941-1600 and ask for Sam. At the making of this video, we have 12 Aviators on the way, which is more than I've ever heard of us having, that are actually available for deposit. We do take individual customer orders on this vehicle, and allocation spots are dwindling fast. So again, if you're interested in placing an order for an Aviator, give us a call at 724-941-1600 and ask for Sam or extension 522, and I'll take it from there. Other than that, I'm a little bit new here, but I want to work with as many people as humanly possible. So I will pay you for every person who comes in and buys from me saying you referred them. If they come in and buy from me and I know that you sent them, we will send you a check. For anybody who doesn't want a brand new Lincoln, we have a pre-owned inventory. We have a Ford store I can sell through as well. And for anybody who lives far from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which I look at the demographics, I know it's a lot of you guys out there, we do deliver. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. But thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day.